I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coach to coach representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. So, for the day done, you are gonna love over yourself.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Yes, people, welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Omar Stennett. So good and so grateful that you have joined us. Looking very dark today. I don't know why. Lighting not so good and all, but we're working with the program. Welcome to the program. Today we have a very good one lineup for you. We have Javan Parchment from Unseen Sports. He'll be joining us as we do a review of the Gold Cup games that have played so far and look at the JPL results that happened over the weekend. So I'm going to invite Javan to come on and join me now. Coach Parchment out there at Charlie Mount High School. Big coach!
Yeah, welcome, manins, man. You don't know, we're there. We're going to talk the football. Yeah, you know, we're the pundits, the YouTube bloggers for this
There
sport.
you go, sir. Yeah, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm okay,
Charlie Mount? Charlie Mount
okay.
preparing for the Dakar Cup.
Remember, no school has gotten the green light yet to train, so we're doing it virtual.
Okay, all right, cool. All right. Listen, let's dive into it. I mean, let's begin with the Gold Cup. What are your thoughts so far on the Gold Cup, the early games that we have seen, which is
well, I've seen Mexico, got frustrated by Trinidad. And it goes out to say that, once a team stick to their plan and stick to their plan well, they can, win something from the game.
Or get a result.
Get a result from the game. Yeah. That's a win for me, For Trinidad, that's a win for me.
Yeah.
And, Haiti and USA, Haiti improved a lot in terms of, possession and also pressing. But in the early part of the game, their press wasn't a team press. It was like an individual press, and that caused the first goal. Because if they were pressing as a team, I think USA wouldn't score any goal on them. You understand? But they fixed it gradually in the game, and they can see that they attack the USA and frustrate them a little bit, and stuff like that. I didn't watch the El Salvador game. You could tell me how that game went.
Well, me neither, and I didn't get to watch it. I don't know how I missed it. I know they defeated Guatemala by 2-0. I just never knew at what point that game was going to be played, so I ended up not watching that game, but I watched the Canada-Martinique game. And Canada won that one 4-1. Martinique scored first. But I felt like they got overconfident and just opened up. And in no time, Canada was 3-1 up in the first half and scored some good goals. I think the Canadian team looks well, though they are without Jonathan David didn't play, and the Bayern Munich left back, keep forgetting his name. The Bayern Munich left Alphonso Davies. So he didn't play either, but Junior Highlight played, Larin played. Very good. I mean, It's a very good Canadian team. I know that the left back guy Buchanan could have represented Jamaica from what I've heard. that he has some Jamaican connections. He looked really, really well. But I think from what I saw, I felt like the Martinique team got overconfident after scoring an early goal, and that is what led to them being defeated. They never managed the game well. I agreed with you. I agree with you with the thing with the Trinidad team. But let's break it down. Let's go back to the first game that we saw, Mexico and Trinidad. How you think Trinidad was able to get
Mexico
that
and
result?
Trinidad.
Yeah, right. So
Well,
just tell me about that. Just give me a sec, and then you just run it, and then give me around 10 seconds, all right? And then you just just talk, describe the game, and let me leave you on the screen for 10 seconds.
I think the coach, set a plan. They train towards the train with that system. That system was to go there with a low block, right? Try to frustrate the Mexican, to stop their attack. Because when you look at the Mexican, they attack more on the wing. They use Lasagna and the other winger to frustrate the wing backs and try to get crosses in and stuff like that. But the Trinidad and Tobago, the Soca Warriors, um, they stuck to their plan. They sit back deep and allow the Mexicans to come at them and try to frustrate them. Also, the keeper had a wonderful game. The Trinidad and Tobago keeper had a wonderful game. Some of the time when the Mexican kicked the ball, I thought it, would score, but the custodian in the goal, did some brilliant save. Minds, man. The goalkeeper
Yeah,
from Trinidad had a wonderful game, and that's one of the reasons why Trinidad come out to the point. And also they try to do some passes, try to pass the Mexican defenders, but Mexican was all rounded in terms of defense and attacking
and I think
and stuff like that.
that what did you think the early injury to Lozano affected how Mexico played offensively? Because he got a head injury and he will be out 4 to 6 weeks. How much do you think that
Yes,
affected? Yeah.
yes, it will affect the team because remember, it's from the training pitch. Whenever you're playing a team, you try to in modern football, you try to analyze the team, then you come back and train towards to beat that team. And Lasagna was in that plan to you do his skills and is based on the instruction from the coach to do what the coach told him to do. But unfortunately, he got an injury and could not do that. So the coach had to go to a plan B, and maybe that plan B didn't work out. As how the coach wanted it to do. You understand?
And I
So
think when I think
basically, it
that
would affect them.
Yeah, and I think when I think that Trinidad did well is that they had like Kevin Molino who came off the bench, and I think they kind of strategically did that so they could continue to offer something going up front and also be able to continue press the US in the middle of the park. And I think that was a very good strategy. It's almost like they kept some of their better players in reserve to come into the second half, offer some press, but still, because I think coming to the end of the game, in both games, incidentally, the Mexico Trinidad game and the USA Haiti game, late in the game, both of those teams had counter-attacking opportunities that if they played better, they probably could have scored a goal. Yeah, and so that is
Right.
yeah, and that's how these game go. Sometimes you're completely dominated, and then you get one
Right.
opportunity at the end of the game. And I think Haiti got a couple
Ye-
in their game against USA close to the end of the game that they could have,
Right.
probably done a little better, but maybe tired
Right.
legs, having worked so hard defensively, the legs were probably tired. The lactic acid and all of that thing
I
built up.
think I think if Haiti had some shooters, like some long range shooters who can shoot from out of the box, it would have caused a lot of problem. That caused a lot of problem to the US because they got another chance to keep the ball from outside of the 18, but did not do it. They tried to, go down the byline and square the ball across the face of the goal, but that didn't work out. So if they had somebody who could kick the ball, because that keeper looked shaky to me, that USA keeper looked shaky to me. I don't know, but he looked shaky. And if some shots, go towards him, I think he would have spilled some, and the Asians could have kicked the ball in the back of the net.
I'm going to tell you something that I observed. I don't know if you saw this, but if I ask you, who was the center forward for Mexico? Or who was the center forward for the US? Who was the center forward for the US? Or for Mexico?
For the US?
Yeah.
For US?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, I don't remember his name.
All right. The point I'm making is that how Mexico and the USA play, they don't have, like how Mexico, if they had like Raul Jimenez, they would have a point man. I don't think USA had a point person. And I don't think Mexico played with a point person as their, like you have Jesus Corona. You just had these guys they were able to move around to different, almost like the false nine kind of system that Pep Guardiola sort of implement. And I think not having a point forward affected the effectiveness of the USA's performance. And I think the same thing with the Mexican performance, not having that point man that they can kick the ball to and he would hold it up and to bring the other players into play. They never had that. And I think that is something that Jamaica may have an advantage in, having probably like an Andre Gray in their game who can hold up the ball and bring Shamar Nicholson who can hold up the ball and bring in. Yeah, I think we have that in as part of our setup, which may work for our benefit. That's just something that I observed as I watched the game. Yeah.
Right, and then you have to understand that Mexican can't play a physical game. If you play Mexico physical, they're in problem.
Yeah.
And that's what you remember when Jamaica played Mexico in the World Cup and we won them.
Yeah, man.
We play a low block, and we frustrated them. You understand? They could not,
which is what Trinidad did.
This is what Trinidad did. But the only difference with Jamaica, we have persons who can kick the ball in the goal.
Yeah.
We can hit them on the counter. And we have speedy person.
Yeah, on the counter.
Right? So that's the only difference with us, and we can pass the ball a little better than the Trinidad.
But I think go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then we get a free kick and Taxi Lawrence just whoop. I was in town that day and watching the match and we jump over one glass table.
Well, it's good to get jump over it and not on it.
On it. Jump over the glass table and roll 2 times.
Yeah. But one of the things that I want people to realize, it's a regional tournaments. It's like you have to forget about names sometimes. And I tell you why I say that. When you watch like the Copa America as an example, you realize that as big as the names are, don't expect because Argentina have big names, they are going to come and give the Chile's 6 and the Peru 6 and the Bolivia 6 or Brazil. In regional competition, names don't make a difference. I'm telling you, because these players are playing for their country. And the point I'm making is that if you look at the names playing for Mexico compared to Trinidad, you could, and that is why many people had written off Trinidad saying that they were going to get 5 love, they were going to get 6 love, and all of that. That's not how it works, and that's why I'm saying to people, don't look at the names of those Suriname footballers and say this one used to play for Ajax, this one used to play for Hertha Berlin, this used to play for Akmar. Don't do that, because at the end of the day, this is a regional tournament, and when you come to it, the style of play in CONCACAF is a different ball game. It takes time to adjust to and to know and to learn. So don't think because people coming from out of the French league and out of the English league and that they're going to come in because they have bigger names. CONCACAF don't allow that. Look how Trinidad played. Look how Haiti. A lot of people don't even know where the Haitian players play because there's no league in Haiti.
That's true.
And look what they did.
They could have beat USA.
Not only that, every time Jamaica play Haiti, we struggle,
Struggle.
whether a league is being played in Haiti or not. So the point I'm making is that when it comes down to regional tournaments, you have to look at the experience of the teams in it and how people set up to play them. Our regional teams are not going to play Mexico in the Azteca and try to score 6, 7, 8 goals because they know that they will get 10, 12.
Right.
Right? And I tell people that the other time, I mean, and you know this, every time Jamaica went into the Azteca, we expect to get 6. when we play in Mexico now, we are expecting that we can get a result and even possibly beat them.
That 6 will never.
Again. Exactly. So that's something I'm observing, that at the end of the day, the names though, the big names don't matter. The big names don't matter because this is a regional tournament, and it is not as easy. I don't know if you know this as well, Javan, that Haiti don't have as many substitutes, didn't have as many players on their bench because of the COVID. Yeah, because of COVID. I'm wondering if that is why they didn't make more changes, even trying to win the game later in the game, because they just never had like enough quality on the bench to bring on.
Right. So that affect them a lot too also. And it's just unfortunate, COVID is in the air. You can't see it, you can't feel it. You only can feel it when it catch you. You can't touch it. So, it's just one of those things, teams just have to be prepared, try to keep themselves safe as possible away from, outside crowd. But, hats off to 80 tried a lot. 80 did what some teams couldn't do. You understand? In terms of, press them, making some passes together. I think that position percentage thing, sometimes it's
you don't think right. Don't.
It's
exactly. I'm wondering.
I don't think it's right sometimes.
How do they calculate the possession? That is the question. Is it based on pass completed, or how many? Is it pass completed, or how long you? Because, for example, if I have the ball for 30 seconds,
right.
20 seconds, all right, does that calculate into the percentage, or it is if the pass that I make is completed? How do they calculate it? Because I don't think it was right, but let me hear your thoughts.
Well, I know they have some software, depend on the camera. You have some camera will come with some built-in software where the companies, they have a online analysis. So some of the TV show, they have that built-in software, so you get on the field analysis and all them something there. So I guess some of them use that. And maybe some of them have the formula. I don't know their formula they use to calculate that.
I'm going.
But I know about the software thing.
I'm going to check it out.
You have a camera named the Via camera. What can give you a live match analysis of the game. Via camera, you can check out that one.
Yeah, man. And no, I know the gadget that is used. What I want to know is how the percentage is calculated. But I'm going to check it out. And then next time when we meet, I can probably share that information.
Yeah, we can check it out. We need to know that, we need to know that as a coach too. We need to know
that. Like, how is it calculated? Because I don't think the percentage in that match was.
You know that Mexico had 695 passes in that game against Trinidad?
I don't think that is impossible. I believe so. Because
Trinidad has 171 passes.
Because Trinidad wasn't trying to keep the ball.
None at all. They played well without the ball.
There you go.
And some people don't know how to play that game. Donovan Ducky is good at that.
All right. Well, listen, we're not going to get into the JPL because when I tell people that I would not be surprised but we're not going to get into the JPL. But I tell people that Donovan Ducky could take this VR team to the top 6. They laugh at me, but never underestimate the value of a good coach, and he is a good
coach.
Smart coach. You may not like his style, but it is effective.
He's the Mourinho of Jamaica Premier League.
There you go. Check coach's desk in the building.
Big up Coach Minzy.
Coach Minzy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, what are your thoughts now? How are you feeling about the big game later? You see, Javan, people is a Jamaica shirt, you know, it's just the camera make it now to
Yeah, it look dark. I can't see the yellow whatever the color.
Not true, you can't see the yellow. See there. You see big old Jamaica. It's not the Jamaica.
What's the yellow on the sleeve, you know?
Yeah, it's not the Jamaica jersey.
Yes.
We have the Jamaica jersey, but this is the Jamaica shirt. So let me just tell the people, because I think coach's desk will be having a live watch along, so you can join them later for the game. And this
coaches.
Yeah,
can't wait.
can't wait. So he's having a live watch along, people. So join them later, watch along and talk about the game and the coach's desk later.
All of us, Coach Minzy, we are waiting. We can't wait till the whistle blow off. You know?
So, boy, our coach sounds very confident. Listen, I don't know what is happening, but Whitmore has been a press conference with a big fat smile on his face, man.
Yeah, very happy.
What? The man is smart. Can you believe that? Theodore Whitmore does a press conference and he's smiling from beginning to end.
It's raining over there.
Yeah. All right. Better for us, you know. When them say Jamaican love rainball.
Love the rainball, man. Love the rainball.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about the game? What are you anticipating? What are you expecting from the Jamaican team?
All right, well, so far, I'm going to start from the press conference, you know, with Whitmore. Whitmore is so happy. Whitmore have a smile like me right now. You understand, when he was talking? You know, happy. First time me see Whitmore so happy when he had the press conference. But, you know, him stare at him. He's like an anonymous person. He don't really like talk too much and make people know him style and him ray where he can come with. And him just simple. So him just tell him, you know, we think we have a lot of ammunition, you know, we can put out there and get the job done. That says it all with a smile. You know, man is man. Yeah. So
and what do you think about Andre Blake?
Yeah, and then Andre Blake come on and so the same thing, you know, Andre Blake is similar to Whitmore name, like the hype and the big highlight. Him just say it's simple. The boys are ready. We have a job to do, and we are going out there to do the job.
Wonderful.
So, you know, once the captain talk, everybody have the same mindset going out there. And then now to the game. Leon Bailey, I think, you know, will have a wonderful game, you know, today. I think he will have a wonderful game. Also, Tariq McGee and Hector. I tell people this, you know. You see if Hector play well, Jamaica can't lose the World Cup.
The thing is that the problem what some people have is that, you know, are they going to have any confidence in Hector playing well? I think that is.
No, when Hector, so when Hector play with good players around him, he will play good football.
Okay.
When Hector play with good players around him, he will play good football. The only problem with Hector is that he delays passes. The wingers, Leon Bailey might go down the line and he delayed the passes. Because I remember when I was at stadium watching Jamaica against Honduras, you know, when Leon Bailey
that's the last Gold Cup.
Yeah, when Leon Bailey the first time playing for Jamaica, playing for Jamaica, in that he makes some run and Hector turn back the ball. I mean, I said, Jesus Christ, and Leon Bailey just shake him head. He makes some run with him to play the ball through. You understand? And him now play the ball through. Okay, so I guess once him play the ball fast, if him play D-mid, get the ball and lick the ball to the attacking midfielders them, or lick the ball to the wingers them, who are going to make the run, will be and stop William on the ball too long.
All right. So who say you are sitting in Coach Whitmore's seat. Who would you start in your 11?
Well, I will play. Let me show you. Hold on. I'm gonna get it right. So I can get it right, you know. All right. So in goal, and it's a 4-2-3-1 formation, right? So in goal I have Blake, centre back low, and more. Kemar on the left, Alba Spoil on the right. So that's the four at the back. All right. In the D mid position, I will play 2D, but one of them will have more attacking role than one. So I will go with Daniel in that system. And they have more attacking than defending role, but you're a D mid. And then Hector now, his responsibility is to defend, right? Defensive work, lay the ball off as quick as possible. All right. We have Bailey. We have Bailey on the right, Bobby Reed on the left, and I would have Maggie in front playing that false nine attacking midfield role, and then I would have Bowser up top. And
That's your starting 11.
My starting 11.
I think I have some different names in mind. So let me give you mine, and you can tell me what your thoughts are. All right. So I would start same Blake in goal, obviously. Same back to Liam Moore and Lowe. I would go Alvas on the right. Because Amari Bell has been in the training camp longer than Kemar Lawrence. For this game, I would start him, though I believe that Kemar Lawrence is a better left back. But I can't say Amari Bell has failed. And so I think because he has been in training for this first game, I would start him at left back.
Not cutting you. And if you go by the rules, I think Bell should start still.
Yeah.
If you go by the rules, as a coach, it would look. You have to understand to please the players some of the time, and you have to go by the rules. You're in training longer. I'm going to start you. You're a good player. He's not a bad player neither. He played well against USA, and he didn't do bad against Serbia neither. So I think that's one of the. It's up to the coach, and anyone is good for me.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to boy. I wish I had some other choice right now, except Michael Hector, but I'm not sure we do. So if I'm going to play two at the base of the midfield, and I would go with the same two, Michael Hector and DJ. All right, all right, because I want work and creativity in the middle. I would start Bobby Reed in that false nine.
Okay.
All right. Because I think he will work with Daniel Johnson. Right. And he will defend. And then because I'm playing Amari Bell on the left, I would go with Blair Turgot. Because and Leon Bailey. And based on what I've been hearing, I get the feeling like Andre Gray would be a better option up front now. And I want to tell you why. I can't, except for preseason, Bowser has not been playing competitively for a while, and he hasn't played in any other. So it's really training. He hasn't had a good game in a few months, because remember he was in Jamaica. He came early from the end of the season. So I'm not sure how much ready he is. And I'm wondering if because Gray has played in the last couple of games and stuff, and I understand that he has been doing well in training, if he should get the nod over Bowser. But that's the 11 that I would choose. If Maggie goes in over Bobby Reed, I am fine. But I think I want Blair Turgot to start. I can't say I've been disappointed in his performance.
I think with more like experience, so it's a iffy, a slash there between Maggie and Bobby Reed in that position. But he likes to go with experience. So I think Maggie will get the not Maggie, Bobby Reed will get the nod to go in first. But based on what I'm hearing out of the camp, Maggie has seasoned up the pot good, You understand?
Yeah.
Maggie has seasoned up the pot good in her training, and then if you really follow training, Maggie will get the position to play there. But remember, Bobby Reed can go to the right also.
And what happened to Leon Bailey?
Not right, the left. Sorry, Bobby Reed can go to the left.
I don't think Blair Turgot deserved to be dropped.
He's in the team. He's not dropped.
So if you play McGee and Bobby Reed goes to the left, what happened to Blair Turgott? He's going to be on the bench.
Right.
Ah no, man, I don't want him.
Somebody have to be on the bench, you know. We have to have somebody who can come off of the bench. Yeah. We have to have somebody who can call and say, come man, it's your time now. Understand? We can't start all of the ammunition then. We have to hold back some or reserve some.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe McGee. What happened is that what you can do is later in the game you can bring on McGee if Bobby Reed not doing well and move. But I think Blair Turgott. Alex, him of the lineup. Let me see it now, Alex.
Alex, drop a lineup, Alex. Drop a lineup.
No. It's not his lineup, you know. It's the lineup him have.
The lineup. Okay, drop the lineup.
Alex, drop the lineup now, man. Oh yeah, Alex, you're moving like that. People, Alex, him of the lineup. So let's see the lineup.
And the D mid from Miami FC. Miami. He's not bad at all, you know. What's his name again?
Speedy Williams.
Speedy. He's not bad at all.
I can't say I was impressed with him in the games in Japan. People say those games are bad games to judge people, but I can only judge you based on who you play against and what you do. What else am I going to use to judge you? I don't think he...
Well, this is what I'm saying though. You see, because all the players are comfortable this time, they're a 9-day camp. They have 15 or more than 15 personnel that helps out with the coaching staff. So this is where we can judge them. Because you have all of the rice, the onion, the tomato, everything ready now to make the pot. A pot of cook now, you know. You understand? I want to deal with the butterfoot thing. So right now we can judge them based on this. You understand me? I say? You make me sound like cataract a while ago.
Yeah, but no man, I agree with you, you know. But what I'm saying, if you look back at how Speedy Williams, if you're going to use the last performances leading up to the Gold Cup, which is the games in Japan, it's very hard to see how he makes a starting 11.
That's true.
And that is why I think if you're judging it based on that, then I think Blair Turgott.
But you have to judge it. I think with more judge it based off of training.
Yeah, but I mean, how much do we know about his performance in training compared to Daniel Johnson in that position?
But remember, those two positions are those two personal alone. And you remember him saying that put low back in there against a two personal alone, you know, would be the person who is going to.
Yeah, I dropped the link because we want Alex come join the thing and tell us the
Alex, or up and join, man. Yeah, takes a lot.
Yeah, so we can get there. Yeah, so that is but is that our best formation given
well, that's what Whitmore love to play, you know. It's you can, you know, it helps out defensively in a system. And but me like 3-5-2 formation, you know.
All right.
Me love 3-5-2 formation.
You like 3-5-2? 3-5-2. Right. See Alex join here.
Yeah, Alex.
How that man is, man?
Alex, show your face, man.
Hold it. Hold it.
Yo, you can't show your face, Alex.
Manage, man. I want to go and manage, man.
Somebody told me that some of your friends over one place beat me, you know.
Yeah. Not too much a name though, but
yeah, but
manage, man.
But it's all right, man. We don't really them things don't really matter. But Alex, what is it? Yeah, man.
We have a lineup.
No, but Alex,
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah. Can't boss right that's a door. I will line up.
Yeah.
No, seriously, no joke. Never line up for you.
Okay, all right. Then so what do you think though? What are your thoughts on the game? What do you think Jamaica will do? How we will match up against Suriname?
I think Jamaica gonna cause probably when they high press. I think Jamaica playing that system high press Suriname up top, which they did in Saudi Arabia. I think that's what they're gonna do. Hopefully they can keep the high press up for a good minute. What they did to I think what they're gonna do is replicate what they did to the Serbia game. And I don't think that Suriname is gonna disrupt Suriname from passing the balls around. I think it'll really disrupt their gameplay. And I think it'll cause them a lot of problems. I think Jamaica should press that guy called Cool Ja. So that tall guy, He's tall and lanky. He's not fast. He have passing ability. I think they should pressure him, like press him, press that tall guy in the midfield. Just press them. It's gonna cause a lot of trouble. Because when you press them up in the middle now, when you press them in the middle, you gotta force them wide, and they're not good wide areas. They're not good enough wide areas. So it's gonna cause them a lot of trouble.
Okay. So the danger for Suriname's area of danger is in the center of the park.
Yeah, most of the goals just go to the center. Most of it go to the center.
So that is a good formation. Then coach, we're playing 2D mid to kind of
But the point is, Suriname have flaws to their team too. You know, they like to try to score early. That's how I realized with their team. In the Canada game, I realized they're trying to score early. But after the 20 minutes, they start backing off. When you start pressing them and putting the balls in the channels, they can't manage it. I think their left back, people saying their left back is better than Taxi. I think he's gonna have a hard time against
Leon.
I'm telling you, he's gonna have a nightmare against Leon today. So I'm gonna see the guy that they say Red Sea and Abs is better than Taxi, which I disagree because Taxi's playing in CONCACAF multiple times, but they're gonna say that he's playing in ear disease there. The Dutch league says the higher league than the MLS.
Alex, you're going to the game?
No, I'm not going to the game. I got class. I can't watch the game, to be honest.
Okay.
After record, I said the game for record, so when I come back home, I can watch it. Hopefully Jamaica wins, so we can sit down and watch it comfortably.
Well, Jamaica will win, man. Jamaica will win. I think just you can tell by the unity that there is, and it is so important in football when you have this kind of unity, this bond among players. You get the best. You get the feeling like everyone is together, and I think that is going to make the difference.
What I'm hearing from the camp is that the man not take Suriname a light team. I take Suriname as a last game championship thing. That's what I hear. The game I come from. So the man not take Suriname a light. Like say, okay, Suriname look walk over team, just come and take it light. No, the man take every game as a last final. So if Suriname think they Jamaica coming for come to watch them play them light.
Repeat that, Alex, whenever you hear.
I'm saying, Jamaican man, them say, I'm going to come like a final, I play. Last game. I play the hard code.
Yeah. There you go. So would you start Amari Bell over Taxi? You don't have to tell us the lineup here, but would you start Amari Bell over Taxi?
I would start Amari Bell over Taxi. You know why? Would I start him over him? Because Amari Bell was in the camp. He's performing with the team, he's gelling with the team properly. Why are you gonna take out him and play with Blair Turgot when I do stop then him and Blair Turgot playing 2 consecutive games already? So they build a kind of synergy already. So I would say that I would leave Amari Bell in and let them play, and then after you can reassess and say, okay, all right then we need to start Taxi cards. Amari Bell give me the full cover when they really want, then you put in Taxi. That's what I think as a coach will do though. If I'm a coach, what that would do.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So that's
Alex. So would you start Maggie over Bobby Reed?
In the number 10 position, because that's a place that we're contemplating.
Boy, and I really German with that lineup,
Rough.
No, man. We are talking based on our lineup. So we just
all right. Would me start Bobby Reed over Maggie?
Tough, don't. Because one is more experienced and one is playing better in training, and that is the issue. Do you play a man playing better in training or the man who is more experienced?
You know me, that go for like Bobby Reed though. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Bobby play good when they play
experience, right?
Kind of experience him,
right, true.
Good night final third.
And I think he works harder. I almost feel like
in defensive work with more better than Maggie though.
And if you're gonna play high press, and if you're gonna play high press like you're suggesting, Alex, that is what we need. We need somebody who's gonna have a lot of legs to run at the players. And
I think Bobby Reed is
all right. You
could see.
We're not cut you guys, but it's when you come on to work, Tariq Maggie win all of them fitness tests in a Jamaican squad. I can tell you that. In terms of beep tests and yo-yo tests and them thing there, Maggie would win all of them there. Cause Maggie is a fit boy. No people don't know that,
Okay.
Enough people don't know that. But is how him grow, how him growing at the football in Jamaica, why him play that way that them broke him bad. But I want
Yeah.
fit boy, so comes him end up in a Jamaica squad, you know.
Okay. Alex, you were
But
going to say something, Alex.
yeah, I heard that Ireland have rain like thunderstorm right now. I don't know
Yeah,
if
that's what.
it,
Yeah, that's what Coach Minty just told us that it's
yeah.
raining there.
So I don't know if it's gonna change. Let me check.
What the weather is going to be?
Yeah, I think the weather is gonna be like it's 70% right now, 70% degree right now. Thunderstorm. Yeah, they definitely have a thunderstorm over there. Hopefully it can change by that time. Um,
They have to understand over here.
where I live in Fort West Palm Beach, there's no thunderstorm. So
Oh,
yeah, where I live, there's no thunderstorm. But Florida bipolar. The weather of
West
Florida
Palm
very
Beach.
bipolar though.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So
yeah,
you're expecting us to beat Suriname?
I'm expecting us. You guys don't disappoint me because I literally they're gonna give us like because I have class, so they're gonna give us a 10 minutes break. When they give me 10 minutes break, and the game more gonna take game pan. So I'm supposed to see it and see a score line up. I'm ask yes Allah because more Jamaica beat you know why? Because you hear some people attack say yo them have Suriname a draw and them must say they have them players so they recruit aggressively and
Like
you
I
get
said
me.
earlier, Alex, let me tell you, it's when you come on to regional football,
I tell
people
people
have to understand.
I
People
tell
have to
people
understand. You
I
have to
tell people
understand how regional football play. When Messi come to South America, it's a different thing. When
yeah.
Neymar come to South America, it's a different thing. When the Mexicans come and play in CONCACAF, brother, it's a different thing.
Different thing from
It's
Europe. Like
yeah.
we get a good example too. It's when me Canada play against Honduras and then me Canada must stay at Juventus that we know.
There we go.
The policy to missing play against Honduras and the policies that me know missing last out of the game.
Different thing.
It can't go different better. No man that care where you come from, no man that care if you play Ajax or nobody. They come for
And
fight.
I run for you.
Yes.
Exactly.
But
Because that's
more,
original.
but more them run on from Bailey today still.
No, they see the cute in the Red Sea and the apps more really embarrass him today because no, me not say certain things for that channel.
But Alex,
Yeah, but
them a go off on still, you know.
we're not gonna give nobody no ear time. You understand? We just stick to our
Yeah.
thing. We don't. Yeah.
Mannings man,
Yeah.
them a go off for Bailey today still, you know, because them know Bailey will come with some tricks and some trill, you know. You see,
Does
if
it,
we connect, with our free kick, we can beat that team at bad. If we connect with the free kick, them we can beat that team at bad because them are gonna go after Bailey. Them are gonna lick him down.
That's why. That's one of the reasons that why I would want
Taxi to start.
Maggie. No, Maggie. I think Maggie is very good at free kicks.
True. We have good free kick takers, you know. Because of the training, Mr. Bailey has score, Mr. Bowser has score, Mr. Leon Moore has score.
Yeah.
only per man out the man is man score. Only per
And
man.
well, only for free kick taker upon the squad.
Daniel Johnson can kick free
So-
kicks as well because I think.
Right.
More them take a free kick shot. I mean, Daniel Johnson to kick them.
Oh, where you think you kick it hard?
No, I couldn't do that Saudi Arabia game. When come short feet and curl it.
Oh yeah.
See, do it multiple times. But see, do it multiple times in the championship, you know. So that's something we normally do. Yeah.
So what you think about probably the most criticized player in the Jamaica team? Or you think what you think you're looking for from him?
Michael.
How you know?
I mean, he's gonna have better players around him, so I expect him to do good this time around. I don't expect him to do bad. I think when you have good players around him playing, I think he can perform. So only thing I have to say that when you have good players around him, he should perform. I'm not worrying about Michael Lecter, to be honest.
Okay. Is there any position that you're worried about, Alex, in this Jamaica team
The
heading into?
center defensive midfield, that's the only position.
Okay, that's your Hector.
Everybody worrying about that position.
Yeah.
So. But I think the defense line gonna keep up Suriname though. I think this defense line is very good. I I don't know what you think, man. What do you think?
Listen, I agree with you. I think Liam Moore for some. I think when Andre Blake spoke about this being one of the best teams he has been a part of in terms of Jamaican team, I think he was speaking to this how solid the defense is with Liam Moore and Damian Lowe. But not only that, I also think Alvas Powell being on that left side, like they are able and good replacement. Like if you take off Alvas, you bring on a Mariapo, very good on the defensive
And that's
side
the thing.
of
And
his
that's
game.
the thing with Suriname too, because Suriname do not have a lot of coverage in their team. They do not have somebody a one left back alone having in the team. Like they take out the left back there. They have got to draw somebody out of defense to slide over. It's a cause of a problem. They don't have a right back, out and out right back, and they don't have an out and out left back. So it's gonna be difficult for them, and they only have like 4 centre back. So
Yeah,
they not have coverage in the team, man.
You know what would be interesting, Alex? If Leon Bailey forced that guy into an early yellow card.
Your coach is next. Big panelist Alex. Coach is next. Coach is easy.
You see, you want to analyze. You see, the coach want to analyze means it. You want to turn big analyst for me over here. Can't manage his guy.
Learn from the best man. Coach is next. I will learn from.
But you know that I think that's what probably Jamaica should do. Try to get Blair Turgot and Leon Bailey to get these guys in early foul trouble to see how they would react. Because like I said, they don't have who is going to replace the left back, who is going to replace the right back. I think that is something that we could do. Press them early, see if we could get them in. Yeah.
And bear in mind, they sent the midfield area is the players are not young. They're very like in age 30, 31. So it won't have the legs. I think that's what Jamaica can beat them. They're not fast enough.
And they're older. Yeah.
Even though they're experienced though, but you know.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Yeah, big up Pesa, Coach Huey, Karoom, big up yourself. And team, good to have you in the chat. But like I said, so you heard our starting team here. So Javan, you're sticking to your team. Are you making any changes based on my team? Because go ahead.
The changes is based on the training to
when me are here still like we're not gonna say what Jamaica most hated players on the field to the started. So you know what that is.
All right.
Alex, you can't talk so stuff. We can't hear you.
He wanna release some very what do you call them things, secretive, top secret information. Say my child whisper, you understand? So
nothing came over. We're not gonna see that player.
All right. So what I think, let me give you the 11. All right. Alex, you can and Parchment, you mute. Look like you're mute.
I'm ready for listen to 11.
All right. So my obvious Andre Blake in goal. Let's go back over it. Liam
Hold
Moore.
on. But hold on there. One stick up. The goalkeeper. Many people that talk about Dylan Barnes are good. In a ready yet. I mean, I hear someone on it. The man is going to be the second best.
I think so. I think he's going to be the second goalkeeper.
I think the next goalkeeper from England coming to run Blake shows too. So Lawrence Vigaro. So I don't know what Jamaica people gonna feel about that, having 2 English goalkeepers into the team in the World Cup qualifiers. So continue monies, man.
Yeah, but I would go with Liam Moore and Damian Lowe. Right back, obvious Alvas Powell. I would start with Amari Bell, Daniel Johnson, and we both had Michael Hector, but we were thinking maybe them going to put Speedy in there. You know what I mean? Then up front now we have Liam Bailey on one side, Turgot on one side, and we said Bobby Reed in the number 10 and Andre Greer up front. That is our starting 11.
You know, hold on, Alex, I'm answering. If you ever go with the same rule with training, you can't start Andre Greer.
All right, cool.
So what you said?
Pick a next one.
So what you said?
Pick a next one.
Pick a next one over Andre Greer.
I believe that one day, man is man. I think he's going to start.
I believe so still. At the end of the day, that's what I believe. But what coach is saying is that if we're not going to start Kemar because he has not been in the training long enough, then we shouldn't start Andre Gray because he has not been in the training long enough. But I think because Amari Bell is performing and the other forwards may not be performing, Gray may get the nod over them. So I think it is the two situations are kind of different.
I think when Gray play for Jamaica, he play good too. If you can see it. For the time when he play for Jamaica, 3 games, 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 assist. I think that's phenomenal just to start your international career like that. Like what would you play less than 5 games? So I think, and one thing I heard he said, and I saw Reggae Boys commentary post a clip. He said he want to come for the golden boot. So I think the player is very hungry, and I think when you left him up top with the centre back, he's very strong. He's gonna outpower them. He's gonna run. I think it's gonna cause a lot of problems. So yeah.
Coach Means is saying no. Go ahead, Coach. Sorry, Coach Parchment. What are you saying? You keep saying no. Why?
With Andre Gray.
Yeah.
If you go by the same rule, the training rule, and also we have to always think about training too, because in training, the coach has to select a team based off of training. You understand? And current performance from training session. But you have a little thing with them call man can train good and perform good in a match. You have to understand that thing that was a coach. Man, not train good and match time come and see him have a world class game.
You see to me, Devon say, you have a player when coach where in score all the goals in the training. And the man who don't score all the goals in the training, him score all the goals in the game.
Yeah.
So we have to look into that too.
Yeah, man. Peso, what's your starting 11? Coach Mizi, what is your proposed starting 11? Karu, what is your proposed starting 11? We'd love to hear from you. What is your starting 11? But like I said, I think the Gold Cup is showing so far that names not going to really win this, because teams, when you think about what Trinidad did, when you think about what Haiti did, anybody who think because they have names, you're going to come and dominate this is the Gold Cup, brother. Teams are not going to allow that. Those days of football are over. Those days when, because you have big names, you're going to drop 6 and 7 and 5 and 4. Those days are over. No team can be.
I'm not thinking that'll be that easy. Jamaica will drop like 6 or something on that Suriname team, man.
No. Really, I think it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. That most definitely. Look at the Mexican team. They have all of them star people are saying now.
The only way this game become a close game is man, unless Suriname come out with a low block like Trinidad.
And Suriname don't play like that though.
Once them come and try to attack we can kill them on the counter. I just to score the goal. We will create a lot of chance. It's just for us to score the goal. That's all me can see. Not the ball. I have a little ball and rub up and see everything, you know.
But listen, I expect us to win the game. Of course, I don't think Suriname is coming here to just lay down and die, but I'm expecting Jamaica to win the game. And I tell people this: listen, the truth is, you may not like Whitmore's demeanor, you may not like the way he communicates, but at the end of the day, he always, in the important games, he seemed to always get the results. Very few of the Caribbean teams have defeated Jamaica under Whitmore's leadership. I mean, it's more the Central American teams, and like the Mexico, the USA, and the Canada, those teams. And like you can go to the Costa Rica, but I think the Caribbean teams struggle to defeat Jamaica under the leadership of Whitmore. And you have to give some credit. You have to give some credit to that.
I hear people claim say them are the second best in the Caribbean.
Who?
Suriname. Just come
second best in which one of the Caribbean?
Or Caribbean.
Them can't be Haiti.
In the Caribbean Sea.
Can't be Haiti.
The second best in the Caribbean, brother. How do I'm wondering, how do we get to this? How did we get to this place?
How you fabricate this?
Carry review. Tell him I go on carry. You know I go on carry review.
No, I'm not going to get into what people say because, what do we use to measure better?
No, because they must recruit aggressively and play.
But until you see, all right, until you see the team play together, you can't determine that. Mexico have a team in every single position. I think the Mexican team is better than Trinidad, and they can't beat Trinidad. Can the Suriname and they didn't beat Trinidad. Can the Suriname team beat Trinidad? If Trinidad play the same way, I doubt it.
Trinidad where? You see Trinidad play a low block.
Man.
I know the Trinidad people start them best player though, to be honest.
Kevin Molino, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Some of the three of the better players were on the bench until in the second half.
And better goalkeeper never started.
Was on the bench. Friend up or something was on the bench.
Yeah, so
and this is a team that just changed a coach.
Man, they play a lower deep block, five at the back.
Haiti could have scored in the final stages of the game because they get two opportunities on the counter.
My man is by them team will go a final run a World Cup, you know. When Suriname go a final run a World Cup, what achievement Suriname has done?
That's what I'm saying. What do you base this Suriname rise to ascendancy to second place in the Caribbean? Some people believe that they are better than Jamaica. How did they get there?
I wonder what.
What? Because them get some players? So let me ask.
What's their claim to fame?
Yeah. So let me ask this question. If Jamaica get Mikel Antonio, let's put that in there, and say a couple more English players, does that make us number one in CONCACAF? No.
No. You have to play it.
You have to play it. You think Mikel Antonio going to come here and score 6 on Costa Rica and 12 on Panama because they're playing Premier League? Where will get this thing from? Football is played on the field. That is it, on the field. And until we see them out there doing it, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm not saying the players are worthless. No, because they're professionals. But until we see them playing together, beating a Jamaican team, then you cannot say that. You cannot say that. What I base my thing on is the track record of Jamaica.
Right.
I've seen Jamaica in the last 4 editions of the World Cup, and we have been in semi-finals and finals.
2 times, 2015, 2017, and we went to semi-final 2019.
There you go. There you go. So when you look at that, you realize that this Jamaica team, with all the issues that they have, when they get to the tournament, they normally produce the result. I have to give credit where credit is due.
And the next thing, Mannings, man, you have to brace for this, you know. Our players are going to be better coming out of Jamaica. No. I see some improvement in terms of the youngsters them who play the Premier League, you know, who are come from the high school system and going to the club system. You see some improvement with them in the Premier League. How them play. Look at Aquasa Chang. Huh?
Yeah, man.
Aquasa Chang. We have Stuart, Scarrow.
But you don't have to go to Stuart. You can go younger. Look at Shaquille Bradford.
Bradford, who wonderful goal.
Yeah, the little left back, right back from Waterhouse, he came off the field.
And look at the centre back from Cavaliers, King.
Yeah, young guy.
Quality centre back, you know.
Mount Pleasant played a 16-year-old who came on.
Right, so we have some
Campbell,
good players.
Devontae Campbell, good players and coming through.
And then I can look at the ones who work so hard over there now, like Karim Paris and
Norman Campbell
and Peter McGregor.
There you go.
You understand? So
but we don't want him to touch the local Premier League because I think Mount Pleasant should have had 2 red cards in the game. That's my opinion. There were 2 incidents that I saw to a red card game. But we have our Premier League show that is scheduled for Friday, and so we'll discuss that. But yeah, so again, you hear our 11, we had two separate different 11s, but we have talked and added players. Yeah, and kind of come up with a final 11. So that's Unseen Sports Management. This is our final 11. Remember, we're not the coaches. This is our suggested 11 for Jamaica. And we have Andre Blake in goal. We have Amari Bell at left back, Alvas Powell at right back, Damian Lowe and Liam Moore in as centre backs. In midfield, we have removed Michael Hector and added Devon Speedy Williams playing alongside Daniel Johnson. So we're going 4-2-3-1. All right, the three that we have behind the center forward is Leon Bailey, Blair Turgott, and we still deciding between Bobby Reed and Tyreek McGee. Do we go with experience or do we go with form? All right, and we are choosing to go with. Let's pick.
Breaking news. It look like Amari Bell have a problem with him ankle.
Yeah.
See it on a military going page. Like him do a live on it.
Okay.
You know? Maybe him get him and him have a picture with like them hold on for him ankle and things. So let me check it out, no?
Okay. So if there is an issue with Amari Bell, then we can go with Taxi Lawrence at left back. Oh, yeah, Alex.
Yeah. You see that from.
Ask Alex about it, if him know about it.
He's talking.
Let me see that, man. The same thing Amari Bell like on him foot, but I don't know if him really injured for sure. But me have to make a couple to contact and call and so on.
But I think we have a able replacement in that. It's not a position that we should be concerned about.
Yeah, they've down. Then you have a able replacement. We're not worried about that.
The only, like I said, that here's what we're going to coach Javan and Alex. So we have a choice. Do we go with experience in Bobby Reed or form in Tyreek McGee?
I think I would go with the experience in Bobby Reed.
What you say?
Bobby Reed playing bad game for Jamaica, you know.
I think Maggie need a chance to get a full start. You understand?
I think I can give him that in a Guadeloupe game, though. Unseen.
I think he's a young player and him are the future for Jamaica.
Yeah,
you understand?
Unseen, you can give him a Guadeloupe game. This is a game I do or die game, you know.
Why? He's playing well with his peer who is better than Guadeloupe. So playing not the big match in call them say sorry, I'm a big team.
Suriname what?
Them say Suriname a big team, so playing a Suriname match.
Man, how are them man get there from?
And I mean, you know, I want me hear you say, you know.
They say you said that, Alex. The man says you said that, Alex.
Why? I don't know Suriname being a big team. Bro, people don't understand. People still on Suriname recruit aggressively and never talk about big team. We never see them beat Mexico yet. I doubt if Suriname could have stand up a low block like what Trinidad do against Mexico. They now the personnel for do it. They now the star ball at Cherry, creative midfielder. Now the creative midfielder will create the ball. Right. So
weren't Suriname in the zone with Canada in the World Cup qualifiers?
Right.
Yes.
Did they finish behind Canada?
Yes.
Canada beat them bad.
All right. So are they better than Canada?
No.
Never.
All right. Okay. I rest my case.
You rest the case? The case never there.
Okay. I won't even submit the case.
People say if Suriname win today, or someone will have come off of the internet.
Hey, all right. So let me say, I try not to get into any of those things because guess what? You see what I say? Because let me just say this. I don't like these things, because I'm a big man. But I hear people talking about some comment that I made. I don't follow up those things. Listen.
What else about the comment you make unseen? Me never hear about that part.
Like somebody told me that they were making because I think I said I was speaking to Cataract and I said, Cataract, if Suriname beat us, I will help you. I'll buy give you a ticket to go to the finals at the Gold Cup. So if he's going, I'd give you a ticket and I'd help you to cover your airfare. If Suriname beat Jamaica. All right. So someone take that and run and say, I must come off the internet. All right. So here's what I want them to do.
No,
Because
people who are coaches next life, Suriname clip the video and send it to people.
Yeah, man, that's fine. But what I'm saying, I want if Suriname should beat Jamaica, I want them to come and call me and tell me to come off. I want them to take me off. That's all I have to do. Take me off. So that is where I'm leaving. Yeah, but I don't really.
That will never happen.
We don't have time for those things.
The only thing can happen is a draw.
We don't have time for it.
Suriname beat it.
And look at coach just send me a next video I go, you know. Up the look bad you know. Big thunderstorm up there right now. Hopefully the game can get pushed back to a later day. By the time I finish class and just come out and watch the game.
Yeah, but I think one thing I know is that they're not going to play the game. They may play it later in the evening, but they're not because those fields don't get affected by this kind of weather. Anyway, exactly.
Yeah. So hopefully they can push back the game to a later date. If they push back the game to a later date, they have to push back Costa Rica game and play at 9 o'clock.
Because they're at the same venue, yeah. Both of them are at the same venue. Yeah.
So hopefully they can do that. I can get to watch the game.
What's going on down here? Thunderstorm?
Yeah, thunderstorm.
Hold on. I'm gonna check the radar right again. Where I live, it's raining that where I live. Like it's 100% chance of raining right now where I live. That most definitely 100% chance where I live.
I always tell people, listen, you see when it comes on to the weather in the United States, don't ever worry about a game. If the thunder stops, because when they say thunderstorm in the States, you have to understand that it is a lot of rain. It's not like Jamaica thunderstorm. That what we call thunderstorm in Jamaica is when there's lightning and thunder and all of that. In the States, heavy rain oftentimes is referred to as a thunderstorm.
So
let me establish how the game. Let me establish how the temperature the condition gonna be. It said on my weather thing, there's 6 o'clock, they're gonna be 80% chance of rain. 7 o'clock, they're supposed to be 79% chance of rain, and 8 o'clock, they're supposed to be 81% chance of rain. So majority, they will have a thunderstorm during that time.
Okay.
So you're gonna have rain during that time. So hopefully, if the game can get pushed back to later day, like probably around 8 o'clock, then.
No, but Alex, if the rain fall and the game can start, they must start the game.
But the thunderstorm too, they have thunder.
Right.
We see.
If lightning a flash, no,
they won't.
Yeah. But once if I rain alone, they will start.
Yeah, man, they start, man. But I think rain, but when rain fall over, it's heavy. See if you ever see thunder flash them like over here, they not come like Jamaica one. You know what Larissa player. Remember it? I mean, in the USA game, in the semi-final. Man, remember that?
Yep.
So
they can't do those things, man.
You can't. They've started the game.
I think that is part of FIFA protocol. Let me ask you next thing, because you know that the Mexico Trinidad game was stopped 2 times for the
racial
abusive
slur.
Right. I heard, I mean, I haven't verified it yet, but I'm hoping to do so, that if it can't, because apparently these are Mexican fans. The suggestion is that it's Mexican fans. Obviously, you could understand why I would say that, because majority of the people in the stadium were Mexican fans. All right.
But people are saying American fans are doing it. So no.
Okay. Why would American fans go to the game to do that?
Well, I don't know. Well, that me a year.
Like, some people, man.
What I'm wondering is because what I wanted to know is what would they do if it got to a point where the game was called off? Do they award the points to one team?
No, they play at a later date. They play at a later date. Which schedule?
But there's not a lot of room to reschedule game because of the short window and the preseason. So I'm wondering if they'll do investigation, probably warn a team, play it without that's what I need to find out. And maybe we can do some checks and find out.
What I heard for World Cup qualifier, our first game with Mexico down in Azteca, that
will not be played in Mexico because they got banned for 2.
Yeah, I did a review on that, on my page,
So I heard that they're not gonna play without the fans, but I never heard that they're not gonna play without Mexico.
I heard that they have the first two games, they have a ban, a home ban. So I'm not sure if it is going to be played in Mexico. I think
No game is going to play in Mexico Stadium. That's
in the Mexico Stadium. So
because of homophobic slurs.
So I don't know if that means that it can be played outside of Mexico and fans be allowed. That I don't know.
I don't think there's no fans allowed in that game. They ban fans.
You're sure that the fans have been banned or the home venue has been banned?
The home venue has been banned and there's no fans allowed to the stadium for two games. So in my sense, if they played outside the state, they won't have no fans.
Okay, if they play outside of Mexico, they still won't have fans. Well, I need to check on that and verify to make sure that is indeed the case.
So that means they can give us an advantage.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer it not to be played in the Azteca and played inside. If it's played inside the United States, I think that's a good opportunity, even with fans. But I figure that Mexico would play it down in California, so it will be like playing in Mexico anyways. Because any game played in California, Texas, those places, it's like a next Mexico you're going.
Arizona too.
Arizona, yep.
That's like CONCACAF always on Mexico. USA we got final, man.
There you go. Yeah, man. All right. Well, we have gone 1 hour and 11 minutes. Alex, really, thank you. I know you have school, brother.
Yeah, may I check in about monies, man? I know where coaches next.
Watch out. So this the fans have been banned, but the match will be played in Mexico.
Okay. See?
Okay, but in Mexico with no fans. Yeah. All right, respect Tennessee. Really appreciate that clarity. And think Karoom, big up, coaches desk, big up, Travis Peso, big up, Miguel, big up, Alex.
Yes.
Enough respect, brother. Do your school working on.
Yeah, man. Me almost done, man.
Later, watch along later. Watch along later, so we join the coaches desk for the watch along.
Yeah, man. By the time I'm done, me I'll come up watch coaches desk. All along.
All right,
Parchment, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, Alex. I don't know.
Big up Manis, man.
Yeah, man. Big up. Bless up, Alex. All right, then. Coach Parchment, you say the final word, man. And close out the show and tell them about unseen sports and everything.
We need to do a Gold Cup prediction show. We will predict who will come out of the group and who will win the competition. We need to do that.
Hey, some in a real stadium with the other thing. Until Jamaica get knocked out, Jamaica will win the Gold Cup. That's my position.
All right, don't let this.
That's my prediction. Until Jamaica, listen. If you want to ask me like who will come out of the group with Jamaica, because we are gonna pick Jamaica to come out. It's Costa Rica.
You know when we are getting knocked out.
When we are getting knocked out?
Let me tell you when we are getting knocked out, man. When we are come back home with the trophy.
There you go, sir. So as long as Jamaica in there, my prediction is Jamaica to win.
All right, so people Unseen Sports TV, I do reports on Jamaica football, Reggae Boys football, also football, track and field, and I'm going to venture in some netballs and cricket soon. But now is Gold Cup and Tokyo World Olympics is coming up, so we have to focus on those big games for now. So today I did a review show on the press conference with Whitmore and the captain, and we're talking about how happy they are and what should expect from the boys coming up later in that big game, as they call it. Suriname is coming to beat us. Let us see what they have in store. Let us see if they can stop the bullets that Adams teach Leon Bailey to shoot properly. So yeah, man, it's going to be a nice atmosphere later. I can't wait. We have to go sleep. Right now, I'm going to sleep and wake up. Try to sleep and wake up and say, I can't wait. I can't wait. But you can't wait.
Boy, I tell him. I'm going to change all my shirt because I have my Jamaica. I have my Jamaica jersey. I have my umbrella. I need to put on for the game. So you understand me?
And the pad cover. We have to go for the pad cover.
This is just the warm-up gears. You understand me? And then we get into the real thing.
And the pad cover. Hey, I'm sorry, sir. We're sorry that much couldn't play a stadium and them the Allo fan. Jesus Christ.
That is September.
This match could play in the stadium and fans could allow. Then we just see what I go in the stadium.
Yeah. September. Yeah, man. All right. Thanks again. Yeah, man. People check out Unseen Sports TV. You know, you have Coaches Desk, good channels to check out. You have Sports Down the Middle, good channels, good Jamaicans doing stuff out there. The Formula Sports, Ryan LFC, so many Jamaicans, people who love the game of football. Some focus on just football, some focus on other sports, but listen, it's one Jamaica, and let this little niche not be like the entertainment industry where there's always fighting and quarreling. You understand me? Let us just steer in our lane, do our work, and add value to sports in general, the sports of football. We don't need to compete with each other. We just need to just stick to what we're doing and offer information to people. And I mean, it's the same set of fans. Football fans are football fans in general. And they just like absorbing content from everywhere and anywhere. And so let's keep it that way. You understand me? Let us be positive to each other. Don't find things to criticize. Don't entertain criticism. You understand me? Let's be positive, man. Let this little niche of people doing blogs on sport be an example to the entertainment industry and the political climate in our nation. Let's use it as a positive and thing. You understand me? Again, check out Coach's Desk for the live watch along that they'll be having on the game. We still have we do our basketball and track and field preview show with Pioneer G-Star and Chris Lynch. Join us tomorrow for that when they come in and they take over that whole show, speak about the NBA basketball. We have a swimmer representing Jamaica who is going to be on the channel, because we try to highlight people in all different areas and all different sporting disciplines to let Jamaica can know what is happening. So again, bless you, stay safe, and find a way to do good. Be a word of encouragement. You understand me? If a man is hungry and you have it to feed him, feed him. A person need a shirt and you have 10, give him one. You don't need more than 2 pants to live in this world and 2 shirts. If you have wholly more than that, you have too much. Help somebody else and be a blessing to somebody, because that's how all of us, grow and become one. And let me tell you this, always remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is I Am Sure Sports. Big up, bless
Big
up.
Big intro on my boss. Look at the Ocho.
There you go.
I Am Sure Sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here. For the day done, you are gonna love over your son.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.